Hey guys, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report, your MLB baseball preview and prediction for a Wednesday. It is August 10th. Hope you having yourself a good start to your wacky Wednesdays. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner, or hit the subscribe button below this video if you are using a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by the Raymond Report Sports Betting Tipsheets, which fundamentals are based around value, percentage play, performance cycles, player availability, and a money management system that you can use here each and every day right here at atsstats.com. All right, it is Wednesday, August 8th. Hope you had yourself a good Tuesday night. Hopefully your picks came in. And looking at the most followed players here at the Raymond Report at bullpenpicks.com, you can see I went 9-6 yesterday. Magnums went 10-5. And Art55 went 11-4 yesterday. And folks, you want to follow these players each and every day. All you got to do is go to most followed, top scorer, hit the follow my picks link, and you will be able to follow their selections each and every day right here at bullpenpicks.com. All right, I already did my selections here today, and we're going to go over the picks, and we'll kick it off with the Cincinnati Reds taking on the New York Mets. Now, the Mets winning 6-2 last night, and today you got Taijuan Walker, and he's, let me see here, Taijuan on the season, looking at a 9-3 record, a 3.45 ERA, so having a pretty good season. I'm going to go 64% on the New York Mets. And looking at game number 2, I'm going to go with Tampa Bay against the Milwaukee, not the Bucks, but the Milwaukee Brewers. Now, the Brew Crew off a 5-3 win last night against Tampa Bay. I got Milwaukee winning here at 61.06%, but I also got Kevin Cash and the Rays in an underdog role at 40.8. And if you follow the Raymond Report, you know I always like to take those dogs if they're 40% or higher when it comes to the percentage play. Neutral 7 days, Springs 4-3 on the year, 2.50 ERA. And if you do like Milwaukee, you are getting fair market value. But I'm going to go 54% here today on Milwaukee, and hopefully that can cash us a nice ticket. Washington taking on the Chicago Cubs. Got a little hairy there in the 9th inning, but Edwards Jr. came in, closed the door, and got that final out. 6-5 was the final yesterday for Washington. You got two C-type teams, and you can see here in the Rain Report, both these teams don't do well against C-type teams. Those are teams below 500. Washington 16-23 in the year against those teams below 500, while Chicago is 17-27. Justin Steele going here today, the lefty for the Cubs, up against Josiah Gray of the Washington Nationals. But I'm going to go to the Cubbies here today, and I like their chances at 59.9% of winning this game here today. And Washington only 4-12 straight up after a game that went over the total. So I'm going to go right back to Chicago in this one. I took Chicago on Monday, and we'll see if it pays off here on a wacky Wednesday. 54% I like the Cubbies. LA taking on Oakland. Now, Oakland coming off a 5-1 loss yesterday to the Halos. And Paul Blackburn going to go here today for Oakland. Now, he's not having he started off pretty well in the month of May, but 1-5 at home with an 8.31 ERA. Little Jekyll and Hyde. He's 6-1 on the road with a 2.12 ERA. Something about playing at home. But I'm going to go with the Halos here at, let me see here. What's the price tag? About plus 105. So give me Los Angeles. And for the LA Angels today, you got Tuki Toussaint going to make his debut here. So give me the Halos at 54%. And just some other numbers. Oakland 17-38 at home this year. Ooh.
Struggling.
Yeah, they are struggling, as Joe Namath would say, at home. New York Yankees taking on Seattle. Now, a 1-0 win last night for the Mariners. New York is just, as Joe Namath would say, struggling in their last few weeks. They're on the road, and they are minus 130. Today, you got Nestor Cortez Jr., the stash, up against Cy Young winner last year, Robbie Ray. And I'm gonna go with the Yankees here. You know what? Even though they're struggling right now, Seattle don't do well at home against lefties. 5-12 straight up against southpaws at home this year. And looking at the Yankees, even though they're dominant at home at 41-15, 30-25 on the road. Not a great record, but 33-15 against those B-type teams in the Rain Report. Give me the Bronx Bombers today, and I'm going to take them at 54%. And for the Baltimore Orioles taking on Toronto, big win last night for the O's. You had that rain delay, and Baltimore had to come back in that one. They were down 5-3, and they came back to win 6-5. And if Toronto, man.
Playoffs?
Yeah.
Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
Yeah, they want to make the playoffs. They're going to have to play some better baseball. And Jose Barrios, we all know his situation, right? A little Jekyll and Hyde on the road and at home, but he's 7 6.5 ERA on the road, and his last road win was June 10th against Detroit. Give me Baltimore today at 55%. Miami taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Now, Sandy Alcantara is going to go here for the Miami Marlins. He's having a great year. 4-1 on the road, a 1.9 ERA. And on the season, Sandy Alcantara, the way he pronounces his name, you can say Alcantara or Alcantara, but everybody says Alcantara, so obviously I'm going to say that. 10-4 on the year, a 1.8 ERA. Give me the Marlins today at 54%. Philadelphia, 7-12 in Game 2 of a series at home this year. Give me I'm going to take the better pitcher, so give me Miami at 54%, and hopefully we can get you some winners.
I want winners.
That's right, Mike. We'll give you winners. That was Mike Singletary chiming in. All right, speaking of the next game, we got Atlanta off that 9-7 win late night last night at Fenway. We had extra innings, and Boston couldn't hold on. 9-7 was the final. Boston is 6-14 at home against those B-type teams in the Raymond Report. Looking at today's starting pitcher, you got Pivetta for Boston, Kyle Wright for the Atlanta Braves. And when I look at Wright's record of late, you know what? He in the month of June and July. In fact, let me take out some of this records. Yeah, you know what? He's a workhorse. He'll give you some innings, and he's won his last. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of last 7 starts. It's going to be a tough one here, and I'm going to go right back to Atlanta, and I'm taking the Braves here at 54%. Also, let's take a look at our next game right here. We got, let me see, where am I? There, Cleveland against Detroit. Now, the Cleveland Guardians, I'm just going to find my cheat sheet here, where they located on my cheat sheet. And I think we're over here. There we go. Detroit 4-12 straight up in Game 2 of a series this year. Cleveland 50.5% chance of winning according to my my stats here at the Raymond Report on the percentage play. And we're going back to the Raymond Report. I always talk about value, percentage play, performance cycles, and this is part of the percentage play. I do have them winning today at 50.5%, 36.6 for Detroit. And like I mentioned, Game 2 of a series, they don't do well. Off a 5-2 win last night, the Guardians, minus 165. Bit overvalued here today. And for the Guardians, Aaron Savali making his first start since July 13th, where he only went 1 inning. So we'll see how it pans out today for Mr. Savali and the Cleveland Guardians. Houston, Texas. All right, Houston and Texas. Yeah, Houston is in Texas, but yeah, we had a big win last night for the Houston Astros. In fact, if you watch that game, it was 4-0. I believe it was the top of the first or top of the second. And I said, you know what? You can't live on every pitch. You can't live on this per inning. I said, it's a good team in the Raymond Report. Houston is an A-type team. Those A-type teams are teams that have a 60 or higher win percentage. And sure enough, Houston came back and showed the league why they're an A-type team and they're a good baseball team. I got them winning today at 68%. That's because you got Justin Verlander going today for the Stros, and he is 15-3 in the year with a 1.73 ERA. No-brainer for me. Give me the Houston Astros. Chicago White Sox. My guy Johnny Cueto's on the hill today for the White Sox. Cueto 3-2 on the road this year at 2.0 ERA, and I'm going to take the Chi Sox here at 56%. And looking at Bubic, 1-4 at home with a 5.86 ERA. And you know what? Coming off those doubleheader, I think they split it yesterday, but I'm going to go with Chicago here today on the road. 31-25 away from guaranteed rate fill. Colorado, man, they put 2 touchdowns and a safety on the Cardinals last night. 16-5 was the final, and I'm gonna go right back to Colorado. You know what? I know you got St. Louis, a good team here today, but there's something about Coors Field. You got Jose Quintana against Kyle Freeland, so you got 2 lefties going here today. But I'm going right back to the team that put 16 on the board last night. Give me Colorado, not a strong one, 53%. And let's see if it works out for us here today. Again, mostly, let me see the value on today's play. Minus 135 was my line on St. Louis. Bookmakers are giving you 155, so overvalued. But yeah, give me the team that's better at home, 31-27, and then they're 18-36. That, in my book, is called a Jekyll and Hyde type team. Arizona taking on Pittsburgh, a 6-4 win last night for the D-backs. You got Arizona was 5-1 against those C-type teams in their last 6 games. You got Bummer going here today, Madison Bumgarner, and I'm going to go with the Arizona Diamondbacks, 9-2 at home the last 30 days. Give me Arizona, 56%. And then I'm going to finish it off with Sonny Gray against Ryan Pepio of the LA Dodgers. Now, Sonny Gray, 6-3 on the year, 3.19 ERA, 4-2 on the road, a 2.80 ERA. If there's a time to get LA in this series, it could be with Sonny Gray against a call-up here. So give me Minnesota, who are 7-7 against A-type teams. Very respectable, and let's hopefully we get the win here today. All right, so 53% on the Twinkies. There you have it. That is my preview and prediction on tonight's game and today's game in Major League Baseball. And if you want to follow my baseball picks, you can each and every day. Go to bullpenpicks.com. Once you get there, look for my name or any of the top scores. Click on Follow My Picks. Then go to your following link right here, and you will see my selection each and every day right here at bullpenpicks.com. All right, Breakfast Club. Yeah, Breakfast Club will be starting again tomorrow on Thursday, August 11th. And we kick it off each Monday to Friday, 10:30 Eastern. The Breakfast Club is a live stream podcast. All the Breakfast Club members will be there. And all the bullpen, that's what we call our chat session. Everybody in the bullpen chatting away. We're talking about today's game. And I figured, you know what? The start of the NFL preseason week 2, since you already had the All-Star, the Hall of Fame game. So normally I picked a good time. And you know what? We did the Breakfast Club last year. I took a little hiatus there. I took a little break. Sometimes you got to recharge the batteries. And now I'm ready to go. And I'm looking forward to meeting everybody again at the Breakfast Club here on our YouTube channel. And if you want to join us, you can at 10:30 Eastern. If you missed the Breakfast Club, don't worry. That's the beauty about YouTube. You can watch the replay. All right. As not Mike Ditka, but Mike Singletary would say,
I want winners.
I want winners too, Mike.
Show me the money!
Yeah, and hopefully we can show you the money here then tomorrow on the Breakfast Club, and hopefully you can join us. In the meantime, as always, shop for value, play those percentages. I'll see you back here shortly with another Raymond Report.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold
Said so. Thank you, Stone Cold.